Who's in? All in for the SIS supporting Irish Racing Maiden. And they're off. All the stalls opening this time. Bear Creek was a little bit slowly into stride, as was Irish Boyo. In the early stages, Nautical Force was gone through on the inside, and the hooped sleeves is Waterford Flow to lead in the early stages. So to settle down through the first furlong, it's Waterford Flow and Dylan Brown McMonigal lead by about a length and a half. So racing in second is Kingstonian on the outside of Red King in third. Therefore, a length and a half back by Nautical Force in four, with Kilmeaden in the yellow jacket 5, just ahead of the quite free-running Casgani in the early stages. Arroway races next in the field, with Andon's inside races First Ascent. And therefore, the length and a half back by Awakening, who in turn is a length in front of Irish Boyo, who's made up some lost early ground ahead of Auburn Avenue. And a gap of 3 lengths then back to the remainder of the field, headed by Bear Creek, who's also made up some lost early ground ahead of the Mighty Penny and Zuzu Kell. Lisselle is next, followed then by Happy Pharaoh, and the back two are So Scottish and Man of Destiny. Heading down the far side, racing towards the 3/4 of a mile point, and the lead is with Waterford Flow, leads by about a length to Kingstonian, now showing a clear second. Third is Red King on the inside of Nautical Force. Casgani tracks those in 5, a length and a half in front of Lissella, who's on the outside of First Ascent. It just gets a push and a shove for a stride or two. They're followed by Awakening. Well, that one's inside is Irish Boyo, followed then by Auburn Avenue. Zuzu Kell is next in the field. As they head towards the turn into the straight, inside the final half mile, and Waterford Flow leads by about half a length. Kingstonian moves through on the outside to take closer issue, but ridden to do so. Therefore, a length back by Red King on the inside of the smooth-travelling Nautical Force. A length then to find Casgani, who's followed by Kilmeaden, who's trying to make ground towards the far rail in company with Red King. It's the race down inside the final 2.5 furlongs. Waterford Flow, the leader, being challenged now by Nautical Force with Casgani, and coming through on the outside is Arroway under Donogh O'Connor's. The race inside the two, and Nautical Force and Ben Cohen comes through the lead from Waterford Flow. Arroway towards the centre of the track is staying on well ahead of Kilmeaden. Casgani has no more to offer as the race inside the final furlong. It's Nautical Force is out in front, but Arroway now trying to challenge on the outside. There's a length between the two, but Nautical Force is finding plenty in front and racing inside the final 50. It's Nautical Force and Ben Cohen going to win by about 2 lengths in the end from Arroway in second. Third was Kilmeaden, 4 Waterford Flow, and close call for 5 Red King on the inside of Casgani.